abortion is a major matter. Gender ideology, transvestites, homosexuality.
Just trans. Forget about the vestites.
Lesbians, all these matters, I think is confusing our people. And what is happening is that people are angry. They no longer have a clear mind. Okay, this is the word of the Lord. This is the way of the Lord. We're a Christian country. No?
And Jamaica is a Christian country.
What we love doing actually is, first of all, the evangelization. You know, the Jamaican people love music. And actually the message in productions, for instance, a lot of entertainment now is frivolous. It's fun and a little bit too playful, no? But we try to get at values because we really think that there's a problem in this society dealing with values. Young people don't seem to know right and wrong, to be quite frank, nowadays. The society, I think, is being misled by international forces. You know, the sense of abortion is a major matter. Gender ideology, transvestites, homosexuality.
Just trans. Forget about the vestites.
Lesbians, all these matters, I think is confusing our people. And what is happening is that people are angry. They no longer have a clear mind. Okay, this is the word of the Lord. This is the way of the Lord. We're a Christian country. No?
And Jamaica is a Christian country.
How different was it when you just started as against now? Show me the difference.
The earlier days, we didn't have people, for instance, telling us how to run the places.
What do you mean by that? Well, so what are they doing now?
They're telling us how to run the places.
No, what do you mean exactly by that?
Let me give you an example. We wanted to do this work for our country. We didn't want to burden the government with having to pay us a stipend. We just took it in faith and we did wonderfully. Now we're hearing, and we know this is coming from international forces. The brothers took care of the people, the medical needs, all the various needs. Now we're being forced to employ social workers and nurses, which is a fairly heavy burden, believe me. And it all happened like that, Chris, just like that. It happened in India, Philippines, Africa, Haiti, all these countries. Suddenly we're burdened with this, whereas in the past, the brothers did the work in our way. Not in the wrong way. In fact, it was a lot more interpersonal. Now we have the interference of people coming in with different ideas, you know, and we don't like it. Because the brothers, really in their way, because of the love of God, you'd be shocked to know how much that carries you. The love of God leading to the love of people, rather than the knowledge. And the knowledge, but this professional skill. We acquired that by very, very good volunteers that we had. You know, social workers, nurses, doctors. We want to do it as we know how to do it. Like we see people out on the street, we want to be able to pick them up. But it started like in countries like Canada and the United States, where you can't touch a person. Better for them to die on the street, but you are a professional. And professional people will take care of it. And then we find the people dying on the streets.
I think the system it is the system that is facilitated in that way. There is a structure
Right.
in terms of, you know.
It's
And there's
a
too much
money
emphasis on
crisp.
that. There's too much emphasis on structure
Yes.
and system,
And
processes
Protocol.
and
they're able
protocols.
to
Yeah.
backtrack, yes.
So that's what
Right.
has changed a lot.
So now the natural love,
Right.
natural kindness
Right.
is being taken out
It's
of
been
the
taken out of the system. Exactly. Everything is done clinically, according to
And professionally by law.
by
And
law.
it's coming from people like World Health. I'm telling you, yes, I'm telling you, World Health. World Health, United Nations, people like that,
USAID.
USAID, they have imposed a lot on Jamaica. And I've said this before to the press, and I've gone after them, and I was told it is true. You want to get money in this country for schools, for hospitals, for streets, whatever it is. If you want to have that, you've got to sign the dotted line. We'll allow for this, that, and that, and that, including the LGBT.
That's the newest one. The
What's
LGBT,
that
the
demand?
LGBT.
Where's the demand in that now? What's the demand now? That
Well, yeah, you must acknowledge people's self-identity. I want to be a woman. I
so you identify
self-identify as a woman.
or as a mango tree.
Well, exactly, but that's even more ridiculous. But that's
a
coming,
mango
and
tree.
you might have you had it in the paper about that UE. It was coming at UE. They were making it a requirement, and the Christian people at UE, they protested, and other groups joined afterwards, and they quashed it. So that's part of what's happening to us,
So tell
even
me,
as we should to
how
vote.
is that blunting or dulling the impact of what you want to do? You are operating, somebody calls and says there's somebody who's been hit down on the street, nobody wants to take them up. You will go and get them and help them.
Mm-hmm.
Now with this new structure
Mm-hmm.
that is, and traceability system that is coming in place, how is that tying your hands?
It's because the law says that you have no right touching that person. But a professional person must touch that person. If anything happens, you are liable. So you must wait until the nurse comes, or the doctor comes, or the paramedics come with the professional permissions to touch that person, to bring them to the home. You cannot touch that person with the kindness of your own heart. You have to call the designated people to touch that person. So that hampers the free flow of charity and concern, which people still need.